Hey guys, it's Rattlesnake and welcome to my very first official YouTube video featuring my face. And today I'm going to be painting my nails to distract myself from the political state of the world because I'm not enjoying it. So instead of, facing reality, I'm painting my nails. I cut my nails and removed the extra nail polish beforehand, like some professional nail polish person, but I always have the problem of having chipped nail polish, and that is because I never use the top coat ever. And nor do I buff my nails before, and really it's because I use this. It's really cheap nail polish. I got it from the reject shop. It was like $1 for, yeah, it was really cheap, but it's lasted me and it dries really quickly. So honestly, I'd rather have quick drying nail polish than not good nail than lasting nail polish, because the chipped nails end up just looking better, in my opinion. I mean, it fits with what I'm wearing, so if you can't, you can't see all of it, but I love a good DIY, so that's what I've got on. All of my necklaces, they're all DIY. Just a little DIY girly. It's so much fun. But no, black nail polish is the best, and it's so cheap too because nobody wants to buy it except for us little weirdos who like black nail polish, or professional people. I think wear black. No, they wear red. Doesn't really matter. I'm not even doing it on a flat surface. I really should be, but I just paint it towards myself. Sometimes I do it on the train and I feel so bad for the people around me on the train because it smells really bad. You guys eat on the train all the time, so I think I'm allowed to paint my nails sometimes. Plus, I do it when nobody's around. Ugh. Maybe I'm a bad person because of that. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, I watched The Crow for the first time the other day. I really quite enjoyed it. 100% would recommend. If you haven't watched The Crow, go do it. I heard it was really good, so I was like, I've got to check this thing out because it looks cool, it looks gothic. And tell me why I didn't realize that Brendan Lee was Bruce Lee's kid. Oh yeah, his tragical final performance, and I searched it up and I'm like, oh yeah, he died on set. And then I was reading, I'm like, he's Bruce Lee's kid? Yeah, Bruce Lee's kid died on set, and I knew that. This kid who can do martial arts really well. Nah, I didn't put two and two together. Last name Lee, can do martial arts, dies very tragically. Nah, I can't be the same person. He's also, Bruce Lee's in... Well, he's not in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but he's featured as a character. I think that's the only time I've actually seen him in a movie. I've never watched a Bruce Lee movie. Huh. Apparently he's good. He seems like he would be a really good martial artist. Wait, was it Bruce Lee? No, it might not have been. Am I being racist? Now I need to search this up, because... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna search it up. I'm fairly certain Bruce Lee's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If not, feel free to correct me. I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm not actually that much of an idiot. I'm fairly bright when it comes to things. No, I know I'm just bragging. Not seriously, but the only problem with this nail polish being so cheap and drying so quickly is that it gets tacky really quickly, so it's impossible to paint over to get a nice coat, if that makes sense. Maybe I'll do double coat today. I have time. Probably. I don't know why I was looking around for a clock. I don't own one because they drive me insane. That's why I've got my little digital assistant, who I'm not going to name the name of because I don't want to set her off. I have her set my alarms and whatnot. And I don't really... I know that people are against having echoes. That doesn't set her off. Because they spy on you, and yeah, they do. But because I don't use it to purchase anything, and I don't have an account with them, and I don't shop on there, it doesn't really affect me. If they have my personal data, which they do, the most personal data they have is the music I like. Which, if it turns out to be a Parks and Rec situation where they send me boxes of stuff I like, they're just gonna send me vinyls of my favorite artists, or they'll send me cassettes. They've probably heard me talk about cassettes. Hey, cassette! Yeah, they heard me. Probably send me a cassette player. No, I don't need a player, I've got a player. recorder. I need a recorder. I want to put my stuff on cassettes. Because I tried to do it, like, a few weeks back. It was more like months. I don't know why I'm saying weeks. And I had everything right, but I just, like, the player I have, it's a 3-in-1. It has, like, it's a record player, cassette player, and a CD player, but I've got to configure the speakers to, like, do CD. I don't know how to do that. So I got to figure that out. But, like, my friend's car plays CDs, so I still collect them. I found a really cool CD the other day, actually. It's not on me. It was the Panic at the Disco. Actually, no, I'm gonna get it because I'm geeking out about this. I will edit this. Don't worry about it. Just kidding, I'm not gonna edit. You see my butt? You enjoy that? Yeah, you probably did. This. A Fever You Can't Sweat Out from the box set tour of the Nothing Rhymes with Circus tour, which was their first tour. Hold on, I'm gonna be a geek here. So Panic at the Disco, they've only really got... I've got a few albums I like, but Fever, obviously, is most people's favourite. And it's mine. I don't care about the pretty odd crowd who say it's a better album. It is. But I just really like the songs on Fever more than I like Pretty Odd. Pretty Odd's more Beatles-esque, I think. I don't mind the Beatles as a, like, music group, as people. But I find it annoying when people say that I have to like them. So, instead, I really like... Pretty Odd has some pretty good songs. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty sad ones. Ryan Ross kind of cooked. Did Ryan Ross even... No, he was on that album. He left after that album, I think. And, like, there are some good songs on Vices and Virtues, and Death of a Bachelor is a pretty solid album. I don't really listen to Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I think that's what it's called. Panic fans don't come for me. I'm not. Listen, it's the part of the fandom I interact with the least. If you question me about MCR, that's where I'm cooking, but, like, Panic is not my area of expertise. All I know is that Brendan Urie's reuniting with himself at When We Were Young Fest next year. I would love to have seen those meetings where he broke up the band and then brought it back. Like, within 2 years of it. He's like, I'm sick of not being a band. He's just staring in a mirror. Because really, there was nobody else in the group. Everyone left, and I don't blame them. He seems like such an annoying person to be in a band with. I don't know. I think he's the reason that vocalists, like, get a bad rep. He's like, well, no, not him solely, but people like him. Vocalists get a bad rep because people like him. And, like, I don't blame people. We can be very annoying. Like, yeah, we're the front. Which, yeah, okay. Here's my 2 cents on it. Yes, vocalists tend to be the front and center of a band because they kind of have to stand in front so that people can check levels and whatnot. And part of their job, or part of our job, I don't know what I'm saying there, is controlling and talking to a crowd. And, like, interacting with people. But I think Brendan took the spotlight, like, way too far. And now he's just online. He's got, like, a Twitch stream from what I can tell, but you have to be a subscriber. So you have to pay him money to watch him stream. It doesn't make sense. Like, you would get paid money anyway. And he doesn't need the money. At least as far as I'm aware. That did not come out right. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't need money. Like, I'm still paying him by accident. Spotify doesn't pay people. So, my incessant streaming of Fever doesn't pay him, probably. And actually, when I listen to it on my iPod, it doesn't pay anyone because I stole that music, technically. Which is not a crime. I just downloaded music. That's not really a crime. What is a real crime? The streaming services. But if, you know, if I end up having music on Spotify, I didn't say that. I'm not speaking out against streaming services that might pay me in the future. Oh my god, this is stuck. No. Saying the internet's so weird. Like, subscription services are so strange. I remember having a chat with one of my lecturers last year. He was like, the worst thing, like, in the world is paying for software subscriptions, and I suggested that hardware subscriptions would be worse. He said, yeah, but hardware subscriptions don't exist. I was like, yeah, no, fair. But then when you think about it, you can borrow, you can subscribe to like music stores where you can borrow stuff, which it doesn't matter. That, whatever. But then I saw a subscription service to an electric car, and I was like, what the hell? Why are you subscribing to a car? That's just renting a car. You can't call it a subscription service to a car. And also, I think subscription services and streaming is seriously messing up our TV. People don't watch TV anymore anyway, and like, they barely do. I have friends that don't. They're just like, what? Oh, I watch YouTube, and now people don't watch YouTube. They just watch TikTok. I watch TikTok, I'm not even gonna lie. I am guilty of that. But it's like so fascinating to me how widespread the internet is now. Like when I was a kid, this is gonna show my age, almost everybody all watched the same stuff because there was a limited amount of stuff that you could watch. Like everybody watched PewDiePie, or everybody watched Jacksepticeye. I mean, like you had the few fringe things, like I was part of the Dan and Phil community, still am, I love those guys. But not everybody knew who they were. Most people would know who Smosh was, few people wouldn't because they weren't interested. But like, there were names that were ubiquitous, and there are today. But like, the way that internet meme culture specifically has spread is insane to me. I could be trying to chat with somebody about stuff that I see on TikTok or I see on YouTube, and they could have no clue what I'm talking about. I had this conversation with a friend yesterday about Yap Dollar on TikTok, which, for those of you who don't know, would sound insane. It's this talking dollar that is like incomprehensible. I remember my brother trying to explain to my mum what the TikTok Riz Party was a few months ago. And how do you explain the intricacies of the TikTok Riz Party and why it was culturally significant and all the characters when you don't have the references that they're referencing? Like, for example, Turkish Quandale Dingle. You now have to explain what Quandale Dingle is. What the hell is Quandale Dingle? You have to go back way further to why does this meme, like, exist? Why is it funny to people? How has this evolved into an actual joke? Why is it now applied to this kid? How is this funny? And where does it fit in with the meme at large? And why is it just people chanting the lyrics to a song? But it goes so much deeper than that. Memes today, and I remember seeing this in a Curtis Connor video, I think. It was like the millennial video where he's like explaining meme culture from millennials to Gen Z. Like there's references upon references upon references, and now the stuff I laugh at would not have been funny to 12-year-old me, because 12-year-old me would be looking at it like, what the hell is this? 12-year-old me would also be listening at Percy Jackson memes and thinking, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Persassy was like the funniest thing I've ever seen when I was 10, 12. God. I've been on the internet for a very long time, if you can't tell. So I think these are dry. Well, some of them are. Oh, they're so ugly. They're so ugly. But no, they're dry. They're just tacky. Well, no, not tacky. Like, tacky as in they look tacky, not sticky. I don't think these ones will be dry there, though. So much for my $1 quick dry nail polish. It actually says quick dry. It's called Stacks. Once again, from the reject shop. This is not... I don't know why anybody would get it. I have it because it was cheap. That's like my whole thing. I was so excited. Oh my god. While I'm waiting for these dry, I'm gonna tell you. I love like thrift shopping. It's op shopping here. I go to op shops, but I go to Savers because there's one right near me. It's like a 5-minute walk from a shopping center that I go to. And I went the other day to get myself a new pair of sneakers because the other ones that I was using, they ended up rubbing into my heel. It was painful. But I was looking around in the women's section and I found Air Force Ones. Just straight up Air Force Ones. Nike Air Force Ones. The swoosh has been painted on. I can paint it over with whatever color I want because I don't really care. They're my shoes. $15. I had Air Force Ones. These are my most expensive pair of Air Force Ones because the last ones I had were free because my grandfather found them at a lost and found while he was working for a bus depot, and they fit me perfectly. And I had them for years until I fell onto a glass coffee table and shattered glass into the shoes so minuscule that we couldn't get them out. But now these things are mine. I'm so happy. But yeah, I think these are dry. I think I'm thoroughly distracted. Hopefully this nearly 15-minute video has distracted you too. This should have been like 3 minutes, but I'm a yapper. I yap. That's my whole thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!